would just like to know if the presenter for impact of signal input shape variations and performance of deep learning models, is he or she here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So, can our co-host, Mr. Hardimas, present his presentation?
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon.
Okay. So let me introduce our next presenter. The title of his presentation is on the impact of signal input shape variations on performance of deep learning models in ECG-based diabetes prediction. So our presenter for this afternoon is Mohammad Zaiza Zaisa.
Yes.
Okay, I hope I pronounce it right. So go ahead, Mr. Zaisa.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to the committee and to everyone attending this session. My name is Muhammad Zaisha Fitran Rahman. Today, I will present impact of signal input shape variations on performance of deep learning models in ECG-based diabetes prediction. This work is a collaboration between ULM, University of Lampung, and Jakarta State University. Next. Diabetes cases are rising. Many early tests are invasive or need a clinic visit. ECG is a non-invasive signal from the heart. It may also reflect changes in metabolism. If we can read useful patterns from ECG, we can support faster and easier pre-screening for diabetes. Next. Our study has four goals. First, compare CNN, LSTM, and GRU models under various input shapes. Second, identify optimal ECG pre-processing and segmentation methods. Third, use metrics like accuracy, F1 score, AUC, precision, and sensitivity. And fourth is extend robust feature learning theory in biomedical AI. Next. Our pipeline is first clean the signal to remove noise, and next detect arcs to align heartbeats, and next segment into fixed windows, normalize and reshape, and train and test the models, and the last is analyze statistic. Next, we use the D1NAMO ECG glucose dataset. Include 18 people, 9 with diabetes and 9 healthy, with total 72 ECG recordings. After processing, we create 2000 balance segments. Balance means each class has a similar number of samples. Next, the methodology is first applied bandpass, notch, and low-pass filters to the noise ECG. Second, perform RPIC detection and segmented signals. And the third is data split 80 per 20 for training or testing. And next, normalize and reshape. Next, for the CNN architecture, CNN looks for special patterns in the waveform, especially around P, Q, R, S, and T. It is good at finding local shapes and is often stable to small time shifts. Next, LSTM or long short-term memory. LSTM is a sequence model. It tries to learn long-range time patterns. It can be powerful, but it can be sensitive to how we segment and reshape the data. And next, and for GRU or gated recurrent unit, GRU is similar to LSTM but simpler. It also learns temporal patterns and it can train faster. In our test, it seems more shape dependent. Next. The result, what we compare models and input shapes together. We want to see which model works best and which shape helps it most. Next. And the main result is across all ships, CNN is best with 93.25% accuracy. LSTM gets 76.50% and GRU gets 75.94%. So, CNN generalizes better for this ECG diabetes task. Next, uh, it is input shape effect cross model average. The best average across models is at 100 by 10 with 87.67%. This suggests a short window with reserve features can be very informative. Next, then the stability across shapes. CNN models is stable across shapes. It is around 92.25% until 94%. This means CNN is less sensitive to how we reshape the signal. And next, we also check if differences are statistically reliable. CNN versus GRU is the test value is 0.0141. It is significant, and CNN is better. And next, CNN versus LSTM, it's 0.0565, close but not significant. LSTM versus GRU, the value is 0.9163. It's not significant. Next, comparison with previous studies. Our CNN model achieved an accuracy of 94%, surpassing previous studies employing CNN, LSTM, or combined architectures. These findings strengthen the validity of the methods applied in this study, particularly in terms of optimal input shape selection and appropriate model architecture for non-invasive diabetes detection. Next. CNN consistently delivered the best performance, achieving the highest accuracy of 94% with the input shape of 500 by 2. LSTM achieved its best accuracy of 86% with the 100 by 10 input, while GRU recorded a maximum accuracy of 84.75% with the same input configuration. CNN proved to be stable and less affected by input variation, highlighting its strong capability in extracting special features from ECG signals. Next. Okay, it's all from me. Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
for the
thank you so much for your presentation, Mr. Muhammad. So, anybody would like to ask a question? Okay, so we have a question from Muhammad Ramadhani. So the question is, in your discussion, it shows that CNN achieved the highest performance. Why did CNN perform better than LSTM and GRU in your study?
Okay, thank you for the question. CNN focuses on waveform shape morphology around the PQRST complex. Because our ECG segments are well aligned by our peaks, local shape information is very strong. CNN learns these local patterns better, so it reached a 93.25% on average, higher than LSTM and GRU. Also, CNN was stable across shapes. That means around 92.25 until 94% accuracy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question, Mr. Muhammad, and thank you also for the answer, Mr. Muhammad Zaisa. So we will now proceed with our next presenter. Would like to first confirm if the presenter for our next topic, effect of dataset quantity is and feature variability, is the presenter in the room.
Yes, I'm here.